Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 162 of Let's Play The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt, where we're currently investigating the wine with a wine vineyard with Anna and Henrietta. And I do apologize, my Discord's open, which means I'm going to need to go quickly mute that while on my phone from my phone. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Which fucking server is it? Oh, for fuck's sake, fuck off, Google Play Store. It's that one. Alright, let's mute this motherfucker. Sorry about that, guys. That's it's not something I try to make sure my Discord is disabled before I ever record, but sometimes I just forget.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Why the fuck do I have to read it? Oh wait, yeah, you basically paid me. Yeah, that's right. You paid me to do this.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Huh, that was easy.
Ervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Oh, that wasn't it, was it? Est.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Got Pomino over here.
Wait, so they don't have it here? Or am I just missing stuff? No, I'm reading them all. There's an upstairs. Let's go upstairs. Yes, so upstairs is counts as well, right?
San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Fucking you do it, you bitch. I like Anna Henrietta to a point. Sometimes she does my head in, though.
San Real. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
I like how I look at every single one first, but the right one.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full. Full.
Full?
Full. This one's full too.
Huh.
Full. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of San Real? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
We'll start this side then.
Ready.
Step aside.
Do I not get to taste, or is it just you?
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is San Real.
Well, next. Go on, Anna. Tell me it's Sangreal.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sorial. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from CINTRA.
I've no Cintrian aristocrat at court.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it, have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Cintrian noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
What's your signal though, Geralt? You got to tell them that part.
Relax. Now we wait.
Ah, our favorite vintner. It's not him.
Well, may as well make this fight a little bit short, right? That's the fastest I've ever seen a fight go.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True, you are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Oughta be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
I'll join you. We'll meet there.
We shall await your arrival.
I got loot to go. Oh, fucking, I was, I was about to walk off then. Because of course I... Ooh. It is basic to... Oh, yeah, it's unheralded... unheraldry. Armor without heraldry on it. It's the exact same armor we already have, but it's the version without heraldry, which is, you know, pretty cool, because it means I can, you know, I can have 2 different versions of it. So I actually am going to keep that. Ooh, got loot up here as well. 500 florins, that's 1,500 gold. Oh, 1,500 crowns. That's a lot of florins. I think The Witcher 3 does a very bad job of really explaining showing how, like, well, how expensive stuff is. Because of the fact that Geralt seems to get so much money over the course of his journey. But, like, the best way to put it is, like, if you look at, like, you go to the auction house, I think that's one of the best places to see how much, like, to, like, really compare how much money actually is. Because you see people betting, like, they say, oh, you better have brought your purses, and then they're selling extremely expensive, like, pieces of art and stuff like that for barely more than 30-odd crowns. And then, obviously, they're selling, like, statues for, like, a couple of hundred. It really shows just how expensive everything is. Sorry, how little, sorry, how much you can buy with a single crown. But I don't know if the economy is, I feel like the economy in that sense seems to be very, very real, like more of the realistic. But when you're buying armor and that, I don't know how realistic it is. Like, sorry, not realistic. I don't know how much. Yeah, it is realistic. More like, I don't know if that's. I'll go there later. I've said that before, but we'll go there later. Yeah. But I don't know if the economy itself is like trying to be wholly realistic, like it's. Because, I mean, even food's very fucking expensive. Like, it's a few 20-odd crowns for, like, a bit of food. So I feel like that economy, the economy itself is, like, the one the actual game uses is very, very small. But when you actually look into the economy itself, like, outside of buying and selling, and, like, just doing missions and that, like, you seem to make you seem to, like, how there seems to be a lot of money, like, Geralt himself just seems to make shit tons of good crowns. And always seems to have, like, loads and loads of money on him. I feel like my brain has like just had a fart and is like, yeah. I think I just had a brain fart and my brain was like, say this, it sounds right. And then the more I thought about it, the more it sounds stupid. But the like, definitely the money wise, it seems to like 1,000 crowns seems to have very dependent seems to be. Depending on what you're buying, it can buy you a lot or a little. Which, again, is normal with money, but it seems to be very abstract and then instead of very, like, realistic. In the sense of as realistic as you can get when it comes to, like, buying food and shit like that. And I'm sure I've gone the wrong fucking way. Because, of course, I did. As we in the Palace Gardens, yeah. Well, this is a problem, because we can't fucking...
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Okay. So yeah. I do not know. I'm very interested to know exactly how the economy works in The Witcher. I don't know if the books. It's been a long time. I have read the books, or at least I've read a few of them. I'm pretty sure I've read all of them, but my memory escapes me. I've got them all on audiobook, so I do need to listen to them again. I've been saying that for a few weeks now, and I keep forgetting to, do it. But back to the top again. I hope that
Nothing to see here. Move along.
I do hope that the economy is explained somewhat, because it'd be interesting to know how it works. Because the Novigrad crown, at least in this point in time, seems to be used as the standard of gold, which all currencies are matched against. Like the pound is the. I'm pretty sure the pound. No, is it the dollar now? I know it used to be the pound in the Victorian age. I can't remember if it's the dollar now, but like all money is compared against that, like currency-wise, and how valuable they are, if they're worth more or less, stuff like that. I know the dollar's worth less than the pound. Like for £1, you get like $1.50, $1.30, like that. It might be less now. It might be $1.20, but the point obviously stands. Like I don't. It seems the crown is that coin. Because some coins are worth the exact same. Like an oren is worth the same as a crown. So it could be that an oren takes the same role, but obviously just for this game, because of its setting, the crown takes precedent as the main coin. Be interested. I don't know why I'm so interested about the economy of The Witcher, but the more I think about it, the more it sounds like something that would be quite interesting to learn about. And you know, just because The Witcher, even though it's about monster hunting, that always delivers much more than just simple monster hunting and stuff like that. It always has like such a deep story to it. Be nice to know.
Geralt. Her Grace awaits inside.
Here at last. We lack only Damien now. I'm worried something might have happened to him.
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
I should double the patrols, just in case.
Well, I guess I'm going to go buy myself some new clothes. Because, well, I'm wearing extremely heavy armor. That's probably not best for, you know, doing what I'm doing. Hello there, guys. Let's do it. Wait. There we go.
Never learn.
We'll teach you discipline.
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
Well,
Cure for the beast. A witcher.
huh, yeah, that looks like me. Yeah. I'll give him that. Well, let's go get me some armor. Let's go get me some clothing. I will be doing the main quest, the actual quest in the next part, but we may as well go get the clothes this part. God, that guy looks like such a prick with his cane. I swear I think Dandelion's the only, sorry, not Dandelion, Geralt's the only person who hates goddamn smart, like, posh clothes more than anyone else. I think he's literally the only person who hates them more than anything. Something tells me I'm going to have to wait till morning to actually be able to buy myself some clothes.
Sacre bleu. It's a crime. You're from the north. That's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open. Please come in.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
Well. Oh.
I'm...
Thanks.
ever your servant, sir.
Well. Oh, how much I'm going to hate this. Yep, that looks fucking douchey as all hell. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time we ended this part. I think it is anyway. Well, it's a little bit early, but I'm going to end it anyway. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. And in the next part, we will continue on. I'll see you guys then.